so this is going to be fun. Basically, we're going to be playing some Stardew Valley. I may or may not get into, some motherfucking, Once Human again tonight. But, okay. So there's two things I'm wanting to do. Basically, I want to start up a new, actual, farm just because I really do like Stardew Valley. And I still intend to continue the one I have already, but I figured it wouldn't be a bad idea. Plus, I kind of really like, when you start up, it's weird because it's like some games, they're really good for their starting, and then when you get into the end game stuff, it's just kind of just want to go back to the beginning. There's also a second reason I want to make this character, or make this, and there's a fun part of I'm actually going to probably just randomize it all or whatever, and barely give you a name because you're supposed to be the jackass that basically their thing is going to be that they buy the membership the first day, and then that's it. We leave the character so I can get the achievements. It's gonna be so stupid. And then I will skip the intro for both because I've played through this quite a few times and stuff like that. I know generally the stuff. We are literally going to just race across just so we can screw over the entire town. Because it's what? Screw this community. I just moved in. Might as well make everything a living nightmare with the JoJo warehouse. And I think the fun part is it's going to be the only thing. Well, okay, so basically the whole shtick is, if I remember correctly, you literally only need 500. Basically, yeah, jackass farmer. That's fun. Oh yeah, they don't want to put it until 9. Basically, if I remember correctly, the actual achievements and stuff like this for this game, there is only one for to buy the become a JoJo member. Oh yeah, you have to buy all the stuff. So I guess I technically need to have a bit more with this guy. But I don't care, because I'm literally probably not going to be, this guy can be booted up at a later time when I actually want to screw around with actually playing a JoJo character. Look, between the aspect that we actively have a background of we left the city because of JoJo, and the aspect of everything else is just a lot of people, when they play Stardew Valley, they don't like JoJo for a very good reason. It said, I need the JoJo the JoJo and also get, all of the stuff. So, yeah. Oh, that's right, they actually gave us parsnips. I kind of forgot that was one of the things. Because the starting farm, a normal one, you don't actually get the chickens. And it's going to be pretty much the first thing I do is actually get the chickens. I'm the one I actually want to play. I just want to get this guy out of the way. I just love where we're basically just standing here, just going alright, waiting for the store to open. Gonna screw over everyone's day and life and all that. Welcome to the JoJo Mart. How are you doing today? I don't believe we've met. I'm Morris, JoJo Customer Satisfaction Representative. When you decide you want to become a JoJo member, I'll be delighted to help make your transition a joyous experience. Let's see. We're currently in the process of setting up our brand new... No! I actually have let a couple days pass. That sucks. Okay, anyway. Am I able to buy from them? Yes, I can. How much more? Yeah, so it's 20 with Pierre, but it's 25 here. Just don't even communicate with anyone, just actively be the outcast that screws over the entire town. That would be probably the best way to do this. Have it be so this character is actively an asshole. Ooh, thanks. But first we're gonna go for the cheapest. There we go. We'll plant all of these. Let the day pass. I'm going to have to... Well, actually, I need to cut down and sell basically everything I can. Because that's going to be the fun part. Since I won't be able to just spend my first 500 on the JoJo thing, I'll need to actually make up the money so I can actually get it. Since we're going to have to spend more than a day on this, Stardew Valley JoJo membership. Oh, JoJo. Let's see, what is it? However, there's no difference between as a whole, however, that is replaced by the warehouse. Now bundles are done with money. Normally, when you go, you need to collect items that cost money, which makes getting the perks fairly easier. Is more, the community center is more fun, especially for beginners. Both routes are still acceptable, though they will not like you any less, and you won't miss out on anything but the community center. It's up to you if you want to keep playing or restart. There's counts 3 points at your evaluation, so you will have to get 3. Oh shit! So when oh shoot, I'm actually close to the evaluation. Well, not that close. I have 3 to 4 hearts with every villager. I woke up the day after completing it, and it was a mailbox. Of course, nothing really matters, at least. Doesn't change anything. It's still possible to get a full without the community. It's just something to consider. I do an anti-social gameplay, which would work if I had the community center, but since I don't, it's going to be really hard to get the statue. There you go. I don't think it should be enough to consider incorrect. Yeah, it's technically is. Yeah, you need to technically do it for the achievements. Community is for the, as you miss out on the personal feeling of the accomplishment. Yeah, having said, I say it's just a bit less interesting, but generally easier. The other route will force you to diversify what you're doing a lot more to win, which is fun but hard. Also do a second playthrough, or heck, at the same time, so you can see the differences. Yeah, which is the whole thing. But yeah, just, it's not technically anything. Okay, so it's available the day that the community center is available. Are higher, with one exception. Okay, after the prices are the same as Pierre, the prices do not change. Okay. So, owned, it is managed by Morris. There's a competitor. Ran on Wednesdays, however, without, it's usually worse than Pierre's. Can be purchased. Can be found. Oh, 5,000 for the membership. Okay, so we're going to be in here for a little bit longer than I was thinking. I was thinking it was 500. It's actually 5,000. Which just, again, points that I need to be buying some shit. Okay, and then I do the check. Since this character is going to actually be a character, yes, we will have a... Alright. Well, I know what will happen is that I'm going to, when I get everything cleared out for this, I'm going to just go straight into, again, I just want to get the stupid membership first. And then when we get the membership, then I can go fuck. Well, I'm pretty sure the idea is that in 5 days, they will open up the ability to get the cutscene for the thing, and then I can fuck over the town. So it really won't... I mean, all I gotta do is just make up 5K in that fucking time frame. Which may be a bit of a daunting task to start off with, but I think I can do it. First, I gotta clear out all of this stuff. I know the major concern I have is over those damn crows. Well, basically, if a crow eats any of the crop, then it's going to be a deduction of whatever the fuck I have for cash. Which sucks. Yep. Alright, let's get started. I need 40. So, probably, let's see. That should work. Alright. Oh, that was 20. Alright. So, the main problem is I'm only willing to go down to 5. I mean, we can get another layer. My main concern is I'm going to have to try to plan out for the scarecrow. Which the scarecrow, technically, I'm probably going to put right there. Which again, I knew. Why the hell are you planning for the scarecrow? If the idea was that... I don't know. I just like the idea of if this... Because I got to stick with this character for a hot minute after I, you know... Because I would like to get the achievements for all the achievements for this game. It's gonna suck though, because there's quite a few, well, problematic ones to say the least. You know what? Fuck it. I'll do that. Oh, we do have somebody. Sorry. I am so sorry. We have somebody on Twitch. I, like, barely pay attention to the Twitch chat. I got, like, the YouTube chat right next to me. And then I have the Twitch chat that's right below me. It's Ryan Boss saying, yo, how are you doing? With a bunch of things that's saying chat. We're doing alright. We're going to be doing just a bit of farming and stuff like that. Basically, right now, I'm playing... yeah, they said, okay, no worries. I'm playing... Because I don't have the JoJo... Or Jojea? How the fuck do you pronounce that? How to pronounce Joja. So it's not Joja, or it's not Jojo, it's Joja. Then yeah. Anyway, the basic idea is this character is going to be my Joja character. which I, again, never done that. Just because I don't like the idea of Joja. It's just, again, I don't think anyone really likes the idea of them, especially since, again, your character's backstory is literally that they were working for the company, and then they just didn't want to work there anymore. Oh, shoot. I'm out of water. I'm lifting all the water. That's the fun part. I'm completely drained. But yeah, I gotta sell everything I have. Actually, I should probably take the coal. Coal's a pretty hard thing to actually come by early game. So yeah, I have some cool ideas for custom panels. You're open to hearing about it. Yeah, fine. Since I got the time and all that. Let's see. Clear and sunny, fortune teller. But no, that's gonna be the joke, is that this guy is, I mean, there's nobody that's gonna be, actually chatting and stuff like that. As long as it's not like links and stuff like that, there really shouldn't be too much. Well, technically you're probably going to have to drop links. Because it's not like you can just drop a full image into chat and stuff like that. Just... this won't mean much, but promise me it's not going to be like phishing links and all that. Let's see, weather report. Going to be raining. Let's see. And then gotta go. No crows. Got it. Okay. Right? Yes, no crows. With the same character for about social stream. So we'll be doing all different poses as per panel. One character. Yeah, that one, and then Willie. What do you? What let's see. Sorry, I don't. What are you doing? That's why. That's WYD. I'll look up slang. YDYS. What do you say? Oh, sorry. I'm out of it. Plus some of the stuff. I don't know. If you have a Discord, if you want to put it in there, you can try that. But yeah. It's funny because I get like hit up by a bunch of like artists and stuff like that, and I just don't. I don't know. It's kind of fun because it's like I don't know if the channel's gonna ever go anywhere with that stuff. So let's see. Let me go ahead. Launch Discord. I don't really put too much stock into that stuff just because I don't expect. Yeah, of course, because I don't. I made it so Discord doesn't automatically launch on my computer. And the fun part is it doesn't like to update outside of that. And if you're wondering why I have it, it's because every time I launch it, and there's like nobody to talk to. So it's like, I don't have any servers or anything like that I'm in. So it literally launches. And then it's like, oh, well, I'm going to have to, like, update, like, 50 times over. I think I can just make one. Yeah, let's find you. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. So I was thinking I might have to add you as a friend. Oh wait, that's right. You need to give me the, oh, no, I sent it. Huh. I thought there was something where, you have to have a specific thing. I think we got it right. E. Alright. And we could definitely try creating one. E, I see that. Let's see. Gotta figure out how to actually make that stuff though. Yeah, create white. Or community. Again, I had there's the, didn't see you, or chat in my chat. I haven't sent, one in the Discord right yet. Yeah, sure. E. Alright, Stardew is not paused. I literally forgot his name was evil. So fun. Anyway. It was... I have a server create one. Actually, wait, I think you can do one for... I don't know. Let's see. Gaming for community. And then, let's see, it was... that one. And then that's a good question. I really don't have a face or anything to put on there. That's essentially the channel. Game reports. Oh, that's cool. Well, I mean, that one already technically was on there, Mario Galaxy one. And then you're saying share references. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I mean, we could do that. We'll kill one. It's so stupid. I don't know. I don't think I should do that one. I think I should do probably something like this because it's stupid enough, but it's also safe enough and stuff like that. So, let's see. There's general, there's VA and stuff like that. And then, yeah. And that's gonna be the fun part. I'll probably have to, if it gets more popular and stuff like that, I'll definitely have to do some stuff with it. Oh, God. Sorry, I've just never, like, done too much with this stuff. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. And then, let's see. Yeah, I guess. Well, let me see if there's anything in particular. Probably more like orange or blue would be my preferred. Naming, history, that's a fun one. YouTube / Twitch, and then terrible jokes would probably. And why not? And then, let's see. Let's do a thing where it's like, I don't know. Be welcome. HQ. Home of the rage. That's good. history. I think, what is it? It would be thank you for tuning in. And then there we go. That'd be a fun one. We play a lot. There's a lot of games. Minecraft. That's gonna be the fun part of when will it stop me? It's gonna be so stupid. You dropped some, yeah, that's good. Yeah, I know that we just got like access to a bunch of the like I can actually put yeah, I know they're not good emotes. I really need to actually look into stuff like that. It'd be nice to actually put together some really good, like, actual emotes and stuff like that. There's War Thunder. Let's see, Helldivers 2 is a good one. Maybe Fall Guys too, since that would be. Terraria. And then, you're in character and any pets. I have an idea for a character. And then I also do have Khan. He's a sweetheart. I don't know if you can see him. He's right over here. I'm going to steal you for a second. Ugh. He's like, why? I was napping. I'll like kiss you in the eye. Are you gonna run away now? Okay. Yeah, he's a sweetheart. Yeah. I know, well, the main idea with the Realmer stuff is, and it's, God, it's so, basically the whole shtick is that every game I played on the channel and stuff like that, is just, I'll have to probably come back to this in a little bit. Let's see. View profile content, non-members. Probably not put it private right now, since I kind of want people to actually tune in. He sent me a couple of things. Yeah, stuff like that. The, yeah. They definitely seem pretty interesting, yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty good. Let's see, and then still need to change a couple things. Yeah, the references you put in are actually pretty. They look pretty decent and stuff like that. So yeah. Let's see. Shoot, what was the thing? Oh, it was you service. Sorry, I'm trying to add a bunch of the games I've actually played and stuff like that. At least on the channel and stuff like that. But anyway, the basic idea with the essentially the whole shtick is that every, like the idea of you, yeah, go ahead and share the panel list. The idea of when you so you have your own headcanon of like every character you play as and stuff like that. So if you've played like Fallout 4, even stuff like Once Human, World of Tanks, Terraria, or even Stardew and stuff like that, you have essentially not even your own head canon. It's like games you've played. Hey, it's the Eonator. Hey, how you doing? So like, you play these games your own certain way. Now, the thought would be that each of these own characters are technically, like, the basic idea is that there's a hub that's the HQ, and then otherwise it's out in the middle in between every single realm and stuff like that. And then each of the different games and stuff like that are their own separate realms. So the whole shtick would be that the Just Cause Rico Rodriguez from Just Cause 3 could take a trip over to Chicago in the Watch Dogs 1 and go check in with Aiden Pierce and kind of vice versa. And then the universe, I'm fine. You're not happy with the stuff about the Borderlands 4. Was it really that bad? I was going to look up a video on at least what the story of the game is. I'm sure somebody's at least gone over it and stuff like that, and I'd really like to see if it's even worth for the story. And then they dropped the list. Let's see. Sorry, we're just there's somebody who's wanting to see about suggesting some stuff in regards to like art creation and all that. So yeah. Let's see. Probably be. Yeah, no minimap, many issues with crashing and mixed reviews on Twitch. I mean, crashing is kind of like a general thing. No game is like put out actually finished nowadays for some stupid reason. Probably maybe that one. And then let's see. Probably 12. And then probably that one. And then we'll do Discord since I actually have a server now. And then, yeah, that's gonna be fun. I'll probably have to send you invite Enator. Since we actually got some people. Let's do Potato, you, at one. Let's see, where are they? Those two wouldn't be a bad idea. And that one. It's kind of funny that he's like almost immediately joined. The review percentage keeps going up from 57 to 65. It's probably because they're actually improving on it and stuff like that, which is good. That's what I expect, though. I mean, again, it's probably also that it's getting a lot more people to actually view and stuff like that, which makes sense. I mean, again, people like I haven't even looked into playing it and stuff like that, but it probably isn't that bad. Like, I know the minimap feature is probably something that really ticks people off, since that's like in every Borderlands game, but there's also the aspect that some stuff just gets, that gets thrown out, and it ends up either you don't really care too much about it, or it just. Then, why would Gearbox and 2K remove minimap from Borderlands 4? It's probably just like, I don't know. It feels like one of those things where they try to, they're trying to make it it's either dumber or have less on the screen. Because I know there's a lot of stuff, like, when you look at that stuff, like, what was it? There was that one, it's like, what is it called? It was Doug. He was doing a stream where it's like, he puts every single thing on there, and it was just so much in the feed and stuff like that. It was so, well, just interesting to say the least. It doesn't look like there's much else in here. I'm definitely not in there too far. This is probably something I should just do later. There's a lot of games in here that, well, people won't be interested anyway. Yeah, plus we were doing some actual Stardew and stuff like that. So save changes, escape. And then, yeah. Eli, the Eonator doesn't have Java. And then the Eonator is saying, yeah, I do. And then, Doodle is saying, oh. But yeah. Anyway, back to it. But no, I think it'd be, you know what, it wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe actually look into getting some art done for the channel. That way it's just not just my face and stuff like that. I'll have to find that sketch I did of the character idea I had. Actually, I might just have to make a new one. Because I know I really liked the idea of... Well, the problem was there was so much that was essentially copyrightable about it. And I had come up with a different design. No, I think that was the idea, was that one in particular. The whole idea was that I had changed a bunch of stuff so that way it wasn't copyrightable or whatever. I should be able to access it from my photos. Yeah, photos. And then I gotta scroll like all the way down. Oh my god, Doodle, you look so different. there's a picture of Doodle. Oh my god, he looks so different. I'll have to send him this. Oh god, yeah. New tab. Oh yeah, save image, and then that, and I'll send it to you directly over. What is it? Over Discord and stuff like that. Just so you can relive it. And then a couple on. I don't want to throw. I don't know is the problem. Let's see. I think we did, yeah, that one. I guess maybe do that one, and then I don't know. I don't know, something like... Yeah, it's kind of my thing. I don't generally know. Because I know they can range up to like hundreds and thousands and stuff like that. And I just don't know. Yeah. I don't know if I can see. No, that's the fun part. Yeah, because that would be the idea, and then that would be somewhere like. Yeah, that would be it. Oh, no, it has a compass instead of a mini map. And Borderlands 4 runs bad on Switch 2, struggling. Well, nobody... That's the thing. I don't know why they're trying to push it onto the Switch. Like, it could barely run cloud-wise on the Switch 1. There's no way they're ever going to get that cloud... or it passed our native or anything like that running well. But we'll see. They keep trying to push it, which is the fun bit. Which is really fun. Oh, did you hear that they announced that they're wanting to do the Virtual Boy again? And it's funny because it's like, they have a bunch of the games and stuff like that for the simulations and all that. Or the emulator and all that. And it's like, it was just funny because it was like, what was it? Who was it? I was just watching a thing about it. It was like, who was it? God, I don't remember his name. It's like Visa or Vine Sauce. Yeah, Joel from Vine Sauce. So the whole shtick is that he did or he watched through it, and then he did like a little short and stuff like that. And basically the whole thing is that no, just a little fun part. It's not here. That was, yeah, those were those ones. Should be just a little bit further up if I remember correctly. Yeah, that one. It's an old one. I should probably just redo it, to be honest. Especially since I do actually have some drawing and stuff like that. Yeah, that seems about right, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Which is the whole idea. Yep. I'll have to get, because I still have to get that one. 30 or 100 for the thing. Well, it's like also because they're charging like for like a cardboard kit. And it's just so stupid. Which is just like, God, that is so... Why would you pay, like, even, like, more than, like, $10 for a cardboard kit? It's like, shipping costs, like, way less. It would cost... God, that is so stupid. And then, let's see. We can do... yeah, just my only thing is I'll have to get, there's a, like, I'll send you, like, some character designs I have for, one of them. I mean, we could probably just run with that one to be honest. Was there in there? Yeah, these two, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that should work. And then I'll have to save image as that. And then the next one. Did I not save any images of the, No, it looks like I didn't save any images of the weapons. That sucks. I had, some ideas for, maybe I could find that notebook. It's kind of the fun part. Yeah. Let me, see if I can't find that notebook. Probably got thrown away or whatever. Oh, that's right. I had the notebook. Yeah. God, I got like 3 separate notebooks and all that jazz. And I think the fun part is I don't have the initial one. It would have been anywhere in the back of here. No, I think it's just math for that one. Yeah, I don't have anything there. I'll just have to, again, get some new ones made up and stuff like that, since I do have a couple of drawing books and stuff like that. Or we could actually work on that in stream, for crying out loud. Oh, I can just send it. No, surprisingly, yeah. So it's going to be a fun part. You know, surprisingly, for a stream about fishing or about farming for subs, we're not actually doing too bad. And then I will do that. And then let's go open up. I need to. It's there. That one. That one. Yeah, then it's Nintendo. They're charging $40 to get Mario Galaxy 1. Well, it's like fun because it's like they had the Star one, the whatever the hell it was called, the Mario whatever, I can't remember. It was something where the whole shtick was that you could play the initial ones, and then basically you could play Mario 64, Mario Galaxy, and then there was another Mario, a 3D Mario you could play. And then, yeah. Yep. Yeah, which is the whole point. Anyway. Then I'll go back. Yep. And then, let's see. Well, what was it? I gotta open up MS Paint or whatever. Oh, isn't that the whole thing? Is that it's, yeah, just called Paint now? So, let's see. Let me actually transfer the stream over. So, and then I'll send you the, well, I gotta send Doodle Bob the other one. Let's see, where is it? It was in downloads. It's the first one. And then, yeah, send him some cringe. And then with the other one, It's to probably send those two. Yeah. It's such a stupid thing, the pistol dagger. Well, the whole shtick with the pistol dagger was that you could toss it. And it... So the idea is that you would toss it, it would essentially be able to work as a boomerang, and that every time it essentially lined up on an enemy, it could go ahead and fire upon them and stuff like that. It's one of those things where it's just like, it's just one of those things where you make it up and it's just like, it's so stupid, but it's the thing I really like and stuff like that. So, then I have this. The problem is I can't really draw for shit. So, like, again, it was going off of what I have for the character and stuff like that. So, like, probably just photos. Because there's definitely been some, like, fucking changes and stuff like that. Because it's all evolved over time and stuff like that. I think Doodle sent me something where it's like, how dare you. And it's just so fun. Because it's just like... yeah, anyway. And then, let's see, we got that, and we got that, and then... let's see. Well, the idea is that there is, like, 3 separate characters and stuff like that. So... Or not 3 separate characters, they were, like, goddamn... Okay. Because I gotta actually move some shit. I gotta turn off my keyboard. That's the nice part about that, it's Bluetooth and all that. So I don't have to actually worry too much, and I can actually just drag out the thing and all that. So anyway. But it was just like, God, can I? It's like you had the character and stuff like that. So. And then, again, I'm not really that great with drawing and stuff like that. I'll have to probably redraw some of this in a second. And then... yeah, fuck me. So much wrong with that. It doesn't help. I'm going to have to basically go ahead and figure out the actual thing for a good chunk of this. So, like, it was like, yeah, go back to here. So let's see. So that's roughly the head.
doesn't really have that much of a neck. I can never get the right side good. Yeah, it's a little wide. It's a lot long. Well, no, because that's the fun part. He's got shorter shoulders, but his damn arm goes way down further. Again, it was just, let's keep going with it. Again, I'm not that great at it. And it would just be a good idea to kind of just get some general gist and all that. Just write me the name of the things. It will be easier to draw. Easy to draw. And in this way, I want to... Yeah, so anyway, just, yeah, going off of this. Well, the basic idea is that there's a helmet set up. There's, some... Like, the general idea was that it was supposed to be armor that you could upgrade throughout the game and stuff like that. So, like, with some of the stuff, there was a whole shtick about how, the armor and stuff like that would actually have padding and stuff like that for explosives and stuff like that. Of course, there was the whole thing about being bendable at the knees and stuff like that. There's also the aspect that the character also has a really, like... Okay, so the general gist, do you mind if you get, do you mind if you get included in the stream, or do you want to be kept out of it, essentially? Probably just mute the desktop audio and stuff like that in case. But yeah, I'll go ahead and probably just call you right over. Okay, so, and I do actively have my desktop audio quiet. So we're going to call him up. And then, yeah. And stuff like that, which is a little fun part. Yeah. And then also. But no, just the whole idea was that there was a bunch of, like... So just, there's stuff into it where the whole shtick is that it's supposed to be upgradable and stuff like that. So, like, different weapons and stuff like that. There's a whole shtick where, what was it? There was the 1,000-degree blade thing. Where it was just like, the whole idea is people would literally go ahead, they grab a knife, they would cut through stuff, and then it would be like this whole thing where it'd just be like, and all that. And so, because the idea is lightsabers and stuff like that is a Disney product and stuff like that, you can't just do lightsabers again. But if you were to make it so that the material would be essentially able to be heated up to a point where you could go ahead and cut through anything at all, then it'd be, it'd make sense and stuff like that. And it was just, it's one of those things where it's just... I don't know. It's like in trying to avoid copyright and stuff like that. Was the main idea. But anyway, so like just but that's the idea, is that there's a bunch of stuff like, again, there was just some, it was overlap with the armor. There was foam, and then bending fingers, and then it was like, I think the shtick was that it was skin tight to the fingers and stuff like that. And then, I don't know what that is. Bulk? It's like either, yeah. I don't know. But it's just, it's interesting going over some of this stuff, because it's like, I know, like, it looks and probably just seems stupid. Because it's like, who's going to care about something like this and all that? And it's just, yeah, okay, yeah. Foam, rubber, outside, overlap, connection to... What was it? Battle... Oh, God. Battle undies. Inside foam. Yeah, that was the whole... Well, I mean, the idea would be undies would be referring to the socks and stuff like that. A skin-tight suit and stuff like that. And then, again, it's just stuff that you don't really think about until you start getting into this stuff, which is so interesting. The connection, no overlap on the inner chest. I think that was just the general idea. And then it's funny because some of this stuff is like, you know, can't even understand my writing and stuff like that. And the right side, left side. Yeah, that was just the general idea. I will say it's kind of funny because I know when I initially, I didn't realize I took the picture on this. Sit on voice recording at the song. It'd be easy to remember all these details while making that make sense. Yeah, sure. That way, I mean, again, I'll probably, yeah, I could cut the audio and stuff like that and get that. I get it. Not everyone wants the design, especially since technically there's no real association between me and your content and stuff like that. So it makes sense you're not really wanting to tie your voice and stuff like that to me in case something goes on. Because there's a lot of people screwing up a lot of stuff, to be honest. So it makes sense. But anyway, just the general idea was that, yeah, because then you get, and again, this is going to be rough. Yeah, god damn it. That is not anywhere near proportional. Let's see. If it's about there. Roughly, and then of course. Let's see, shrink it down. And then, let's see. I don't know, again, the arms are just way too big. It's the main issue. Let's see. Probably something right about here. And then let's get rid of that arm. I think the shoulder looks somewhat fine. I just need to get it a little bit further. And then yeah, thank you for understanding that. It really means a lot. Yeah, that's kind of the fun part. It's why a lot of stuff with the channel and stuff like that. It was kind of funny. I was having a chat with Singer, which I've discussed last stream and stuff like that. But the whole shtick is that I couldn't remember their username and stuff like that. And apparently Doodle's been using her old username and stuff like that. So, and it makes sense there, because, I don't know. Apparently she's now Doodle, and he's now her old username and stuff like that. But it's a lot of stuff with both because of protection and stuff like that. You don't need somebody being doxxed or stuff like that because of stupid stuff. But there's also the aspect of that a lot of people are generally shy and stuff like that. It's kind of fun. You go look at, I mean, you go look even at the earlier videos of my own channel. A lot of them, prior to getting all set up and stuff like that, they were never, they had my voice, and that was it. And some of them don't even have my voice. And it's just that general thing of that people, I'll try to, people just generally, they're very shy and stuff like that. And it doesn't help there's a lot of people going and critiquing other stuff about people anyway. So I think if we did that, then it gives it a little bit of space. Maybe just redraw that arm. But it's just like, there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong. And then there's just stuff where it's like, people, it's not that they're worried about stuff going wrong. It's that they just don't feel confident or don't really want to show themselves and stuff like that. Just because of how everything is. And then probably just about there would be a good point to make the arms. Stuff like that. And then, you know, going into there. Now that needs to be done a little bit. Let's shrink our square. And then, because we need to get that one there. And then, yeah, and then, let's see. Well, if the stuff works out, that would be really good, to be honest. Since it'd be kind of nice to have some official channel art and stuff like that, instead of just, you know, the terrible stuff I put out. Like, there's definitely some fun stuff. There's the NSFW plane and stuff like that, which is a really fun little, just joke and all that. Well, it's funny because it's like the plane itself comes from a Just Cause 2 episode. Basically, the whole shtick is that I don't even know why I was like at an airport or stuff like that, but I was, and I think it was just I was trying to get some of the collectibles and stuff like that. But basically, what happened is that I was just trying to fly out of there. And then when I finally took a look at the plane, it's just like, it's like so battered and bruised and all that. And it's just like, how is this plane even flying? And so it's just like, I took a screenshot for the thumbnail and stuff like that. And then I was just like, you know what? I kind of need something because it's like this new Metro 2033. No, it's just Metro Red Light. There's a like scene where it's like you're trying to track down this one guy from the Red Army and stuff like that, and you have to go through this general like subway city and stuff like that. But then there's just this one scene where it's like you're trying to get away so you don't get caught, and it just straight up is like, all right, it's a brothel, and it's just like I can't be showing this. There's literally just women in these so scanty like. It's like you could see certain parts, and it's just like, I can't have this, but I don't want to go ahead and, like, remove the entire footage, because there's, like, other bits to it that are actually very, like, not even just, like, important and stuff like that, it's also just, like, I just don't want to remove all of that footage, try to figure out what to put there, and then the E-Nator will be back. But it's just, like, how do you put that, how do you, you know. But anyway, it was just, like, it was so interesting. But anyway, and then we got, I'm just gonna, again, put a little stand-in for the hands and stuff like that. Again, this is all just kind of stand-in stuff. But, and again, just, it was just like, you know what, screw it, I'm going to make this so that way I don't have to worry too much about that. And then, but yeah. Well, that's gonna be the... Well, because there's supposed to be this little thing where it's like... It's not a generator. It's like... The lore is it's a material converter. So, like, the whole shtick is that it's something where material goes into it, and then the respective material or other material will come out of it. So, like... a little canister or something like that. And then, so like, the whole shtick would be, you could be able to replenish ammo and stuff like that pretty easily, so it'd be like, you know, all that, you know, matter go in. And then, you know, different and stuff like that. And I was just like, I think probably for mine, it would just be probably around the belt would be a good spot. But it's not supposed to be something so, like, big and all that. Like, this would be the size of it. Just something on the side and stuff like that. And then, of course, try to get the legs and stuff like that. You know, get the stilt. Because I can't really draw it too well and stuff like that. But then, because you get all that, and this would be kind of just where the stuff essentially ends. I'm going to say shoe-wise. Because again, we're trying to draw something of the sort. And then, the whole idea is there's supposed to, again, there's like a helmet for around here. The idea is it's kind of both like a, Brotherhood helmet from the Fallout series. Specifically the Fallout 4 and Fallout 76. So like 4 and 76. But then the idea would be that, because again, it wouldn't be too close to it, but there's also the aspect that there would be kind of a bit of a, like, you could pull up the face. So like, you get like a face like that, and then you have a visor that covers essentially from here, like, up would be the cover and stuff like that. And then the idea would be that it could go ahead and kind of fold back. So that way, essentially, like kind of like a biker helmet and stuff like that, where you could fold up. That way you could see the face and the eyes and stuff like that. But in the middle of conflict, you go ahead and just pull it down so you don't get hit or stuff like that. But yeah, and then my main issue with the rough one is that I'm not really wanting something like that, because that's not what I want. I would rather like it, because the whole shtick is that I think there's something with it where it's like, it's supposed to be something to, the interlocking and stuff like that. But we don't really need to worry about that. Again, it would just kind of be more considered with silhouette and stuff like that. And my main problem is it comes off too much kind of like, I don't know if it looks like it, but like samurai-ish and stuff like that. And I don't really want that at all. I'm not against samurai and stuff like that, but it's also like, because again, what I'm thinking of is the chest pauldrons from the, again, particularly the, what is it, the, is it the T60 armor and stuff like that for the pauldrons. Oh, shoot. For the pauldrons and stuff like that. So something that would be like, kind of like go and come out, but it wouldn't be like entirely like that. Like, it would be a lot more subtle and stuff like that. But still something that would be, like, kind of like something like that. So, and I know, like, idea would be technically more of I think an XO1, I think, is the idea. I don't actually know if there is a... shoot. Because I have to technically turn on my keyboard, but I'm not going to do that. If I remember correctly, there's a way to do accessibility and then do on-screen keyboard. Yeah, on-screen keyboard. Where is it? That one. Anyway, so getting that... I just don't want to turn on my keyboard right now. Anyway. Because I already have it set up for the thing, so yeah. But yeah, the Fallout 4... No, don't erase it all. XO1. So, let's see. Let me make sure I'm looking at it right. Yeah, the XO1. So, like a little bit less... Because the problem with the XO1 pauldrons is that they're really up there. So, like, they're all the way... Like, I'm thinking like something that's a little bit up. The pauldrons are like they go like up to here, kind of idea. But something where it's a smoothish, like it kind of goes around and stuff like that towards the back. That kind of idea. And I especially don't want the helmet. The helmet, like it really works for the Fallout stuff. It is not what I want. Again, I think the proto helmet for the guy in there actually works pretty decently. I don't know if I want it to go all the way out like that. Like I think the problem I have with the proto one is that it goes out. It kind of goes out like to this. I'd kind of rather have it be more something like that. So like you pull it up, but then so there's like essentially would be no general issue, and maybe like get because I think we discussed let's see, yeah, something like that. That actually would work pretty well. Let's see. Yeah, just something just like it has pauldrons, but not too much. Is essentially the idea. They're showing off some knight's armor. Yeah, that would be a good one. And then I know what was it? I'm trying to think. Well, I know we were talking about that one. Yeah, just like because I know in some of them you have like multiple like the panels and stuff like that. I think. Probably just like something where it's like one of the if you can get it so like it's because you have multiple ones. It's like, and we did the what is it? We did that one. I would kind of like to have it be different. So we have 10. So if we did like one where it's with the face open. And one with the face closed, essentially. And I'll send you like which ones in particular, because it's like I kind of need to remember. God again. Okay, no, I want this one, and then that one. So let's see. Yeah, one would definitely be a good one, and then let's see. Probably. Let's do 3. That one. And then probably that one and then that one. Because then that's half would be open faced. And then something like that, so that like and then that way it doesn't look it like the idea would be kind of differ between the two and stuff like that, and I think that would work pretty well. And then I will say I have like I think let's see if we go look at the photos again. It's like let's see. I think in particular the boots and stuff like that. I kind of there's okay. I wear like and I'll send you like probably a picture of them. They're like they're very nice boots and stuff like that. Basically, they're called. I think it's the brand is called Keen. Yeah, these ones. Keen. Their boots are really good. And stuff like that. And then, that one would probably be a really good one. Of course, we can't do the branding of Keen, but essentially just these kinds of boots would be what I would if you could try to get that into the model and stuff like that. And then that would be a good idea. And then, let's see. On the character's face will be, mine. So if you could try to get like Uh, I I know I'm probably like a bit ugly or whatever, but it's just something pretty much because that's what I have like for the channel and stuff like that is my face. So it would make sense to kind of have that be the one. And then shoot, do I have to actually that one, yeah. And then that one. And then yeah, it would be the one that's because I think did I invite you to it? Oh, I might have not. No, I don't think I did. I'll have to invite you to the actual thing, since that would be a good one. And then that way, yeah. But yeah, it would just be the face that's on there would be a good one to use. I mean, you could generally take like let's see, do we have a good coverage on my thing? I mean, generally, like I could blow up my face real quick, but I think it'd just be best again just to use the one that's already on the thing. So, and then that would be a good idea, just to have it so that it's a generalization of my face, and then all that. And then I think the only major thing that I'd be concerned with, again, there was the capsule and stuff like that. And again, it would just kind of be like, it doesn't have to look like, it could honestly be like, you know those like, the coin ones, like the, where like, somebody, like, they have the coins or whatever. Let's see, the coin belt dispenser. Yeah, that one. Something like that, but it doesn't have to be a full-on, like, all 4 coins. Just something where it's just, like, it's a single one of these. Like, but yeah, something like that. I think, probably... I would say this one would probably be a decent one. Save image. And then that one is entered there. Go to there. Yeah, the character will be wearing the boots. Just like I said, it would have to, like, you have to make sure you don't have anything like the keen and stuff like that. But like just something like that style of boots is essentially what I'm really looking for. But the thing I'm sending you is in particular just one of them. Just one coin dispenser. Is it I? I think it's I. Shoot, how do you spell that? Yeah, just one coin dispenser. And stuff like that, just on the belt and stuff like that. And I think that would work well. I think the only thought would be what colors I would want. And I think, I know the major one I would want is red. Of course, the question comes down to what kind of red. You can't just go ahead and say red. I know a dark red would be pretty good and stuff like that. So, like, actually, probably go ahead and switch over to that. Pull it up. And then something like that. With, I don't, I would really like a clash of, like, blue. So, like, maybe turquoise or something like that. Something like that. A majority of blue with highlights of, or no, majority of red with highlights of blue, and then probably with a color one. Just more the general side. So like, I think the only thing that's changing between the panels is just the whether the character's open faced or not. The general aspect of having a little, again, the little matter converter would just be on pretty much all of them. Just, it wouldn't have to be big. Like I said, it'd probably be something around the size of that would probably like just be a little bit bigger than a belt and stuff like that. So like, sorry, I keep trying to grab that one. It's like I'm trying to screw around with this. So just. So let's see, I'm trying to think. Oh, I said just coin dispenser. I meant just one coin. Not the 4. His belt. The matter converter. And it's just it's like the closest thing I could essentially come up with that would like, because it's like nobody else, there's not really another thing where it's just like you have a cylinder on your belt, except for like coin dispensers and stuff like that. It would just be that would be for reference and stuff like that. So yeah. And then let's see, I think, yeah, just again color wise, a dark red majority with highlights of blue. And I think an outline of black would probably be a good one. I'm not entirely like, I'm not devoted to this outright. Just this is what I would want to base it off of color wise. So if you have like something where like it's turquoise or whatever, like I'm not caring if it ends up not being turquoise or whatever this black is called or whatever the dark red is called. Those are not my the colors that I'm devoted to or married to and stuff like that. But I will say that out of them, I just want that kind of essence. So like it would be a darker red of a majority of the color with highlights of a lighter blue with, of course, the black outline and stuff like that. I don't know, because there probably is, like, characters and stuff like that, but yeah. Or just, it's kind of the hard bit, because it's like, I don't know, I've had the idea of the, like, the character and stuff like that, but it's essentially been a character that's been my thing for like since like middle school and stuff like that, and it's had to change because of the whole thought about having it be available for a indie video game and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that generally gets across what I was wanting. So I think, let's see, let's just go over quickly what the general thoughts were. I think it was basically I want a character that looks pretty similar to the proto designs and the images I sent you, with a helmet that is just shorter front-wise, but has that general look with the ability to have an open-faced one for the panels that I've stated, and that for the general armor design to not have have the shoulder pauldrons and stuff like that be a lot more subtle, and to not have uh, the weird the joint thing, the armor, how it's presented to be a lot more smoother and stuff like that, instead of with, again, the more functionality stuff like that. And then otherwise it was to have a cylinder on the side that, again, it really doesn't matter how it looks. Like I said, it'd probably be like a decent way to have it look like a single coin dispenser where it has the little holes and stuff like that, but it doesn't need like the little like drop down lever and stuff like that. It can just be a cylinder with holes, just to kind of get across that idea. Yeah, the color theme for the character suit would essentially be that. And again, I'm not fully sold on it being those like direct colors. It could be a darker or lighter red and vice versa on essentially the rest of it, but I want those three colors essentially: a red, a blue, and a black. And then otherwise just the boots I sent. On the belt, so that the coin, that the cylinder would be on the belt. Essentially, the idea would be that in the middle of combat and stuff like that, the cylinder is able to absorb matter and then convert it into whatever is needed. There's a whole thing of like the CBs and stuff like that. God, that's a fun one. Get a long story short, basically, the World War II, there's a thing called the CBs where they built a lot of the airstrips on the islands and stuff like that. So the idea of it being a bunch of little bees and stuff like that. Yeah. Let me actually turn on my keyboard for that, because it'd probably be best for that. And then, so let's see. Let's see, because we can get you put away. It would be... Let's see. So, let's see. So, we have two character... or... Let's see. One character... Two variants... An open-faced, or let's see, open-faced helmet, flipped up on stated, let's see, panels. So, yeah, the blah, blah, blah. Know that. Let's see, I'll probably go back to it in, yeah, let's see. 1, 3. Well, we can just kind of forget about the weapons thing. We can just focus on more of just getting a character developed and stuff like that. So one character, two variants. It's not variants. An open-faced helmet flipped on stated panels. Helmet. What would it be? Brought in... closer to face photos. One character, two variants of open-faced helmet flipped on stated panels. Helmet brought in closer to face than in drawn photos. It was to have shoulder pauldrons, more subtle to the Fallout 4X1 chest plate. But yeah, say similar to the Fallout 4 X01 chest plate, and then it was, let's see, no, that's different. Right in closer. Limb down armor. No need for let's see, it was the what do you call it? I guess the cupped joints. Slimmed armor, no need for cup joints. And then I think the other one was just to have on belts. Yeah, be holes, cylinder on belt with holes implied for matter conversion. And then it would be, let's see, slimmed armor, no need for cup joints, cylinder on belts with holes implied for matter conversion. And then, let's see, I think, yeah, the keen hiking, I think it was like just work boots. Yeah, that would be the idea. I'll probably put down laces, optional, general outline. And then otherwise I think, yeah, cylinder on belt with holes implied for matter conversion. Keen work boots without keen branding. Laces optional, just for the general outline. And then we have the, I think it was just color scheme though. Majority darkish red with a light blue, let's see, it was light blue highlights, a dark outline. So one character, two variants, an open helmet flipped up on stated panels, helmet brought in closer to face than in drawn photos, shoulder pauldrons more subtle, similar to the Fallout 4 X01 chest plate, slimmed armor, no need for the cup joints, cylinder on belt with holes implied for matter conversion, keen work boots without keen branding. Laces optional, just the general outline. Color scheme of a majority darkish red with a light blue highlights with a dark outline. And I'm not really talking like hair highlights and stuff like that, where it's like the very tips are light blue. I just mean like more like there are like you put it into the armor and stuff like that. So like what would it be like? Let's see, like the edges and stuff like that would be a lighter blue, but there also can be some of it splashed into more general parts and stuff like that. But I'll leave it up to you. I'm not really that great with the color. Like, my main issue is that I've always seen this character as just basically a big old dark red, and my issue is I don't think that would work that well for a actual character and stuff like that. So that's my only real concern with that. But yeah, I think it will work otherwise. But yeah, I really do appreciate you, again, hearing me out and stuff like that, and essentially putting up with some of the BS and stuff like that. So yeah. And then, do you still want the audio? I can just get because we just basically went over the thing, a small clip and stuff like that. I don't think there was anything, because I sent you both pictures. And then, let's see. I think otherwise will be good. I think the fun part is, once we get this actually concluded, I'm probably going to take a bit of a breather, because I got food and stuff like that. I'll go grab food, and then we'll come back in, we'll continue, at least with the stream of actually doing Stardew Valley. And then, yeah. And then, and like I said, just don't worry about the weapons and stuff like that. That's something that I can screw around with at a way later point. There's no need to have, like, just getting a general outline and stuff like that, and more, actually professionally done for the channel and stuff like that would be a good idea. And then, yeah. And then I think, yeah, that should work pretty well. I will read the idea clearly first. Yep. And then that way, because we got them going ahead, I will go ahead and get the thing at least switched over, since we've got the general gist of stuff taken care of with that. Let's see, properties. Nope, that's the wrong one. Properties, switched it over to Stardew again. I still can't. I love the fact I named it Evil and that it's Jackass Farms. God, that is so stupid. Share your that you want in the open character. Let me get, because I'm pretty sure I have one just in my photos. Because there's one I used for the channel in particular. Let's see, where is it? Pictures. Pictures of Spider-Man. Sorry. That's a fun dig. Pictures. I'll just send you the one I have in the or that one. Yeah, since that's the main one I hit. Well, actually, we could do an updated one. Since I don't know, maybe we should. Maybe since we could replace some of that stuff. I'll grab one, since I should have one. I've taken, as much as I don't really take selfies and stuff like that, I've at least taken a more recent one and stuff like that. There's me and sorry, I have a job where I restock alcohol and stuff like that, and I've been taking pictures of stocks and displays and stuff like that. But there's like one image of me in like the the reflection. Ooh, do I even have a recent one? That is a dog, and that is not my face. that is more my face, but that also has the cans. That also, I really need. I guess we're just gonna be taking a picture then, yeah. Let's see. We'll take one from the stream itself. So, actually, I think I can. No, I think well, let's actually get myself fucking. Well, no, it's gonna be primarily just above or the head above. So, but let me remove the headphones and stuff like that. Yeah, because we getting completely whited out, and that didn't help. No, it did not. Well, what we do is that turn on that, and then get it a hell of a lot. There's that. It should be a little bit lesser on me. Okay. And then, yeah, something like that. And then just, and funnily enough, go take a picture and stuff like that. And then switch it around, and then, yeah. Damn it, I can't. So I'm so, like, self-conscious about this stuff. Because it's just like, you know, like, people take selfies and stuff like that all the time, and just like, I'm not really a fan of it. But yeah. And let's do some side angles, so I can actually, god damn it, the worst bit is I gotta actually, let me see how bald I am. And yeah, that should be some good side shots and stuff like that, and then I can just go load up Discord on here, and then me send those, and then that one. Then yeah, I think share your face image too. That, yeah, so bold. But anyway, I think that should work pretty well. And then, of course, we will actually turn back on the light. Yeah. And then, yeah, again, we'll close up the stuff. I will, I guess, save it. Save, and then, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, well, the fun part is I am young. I'm only in my early 20s, so stress and genetics. Let's see. Channel art. And that one, and then yeah, just exit out of there. And then, yes, I would really like to get the glasses in. That would be really appreciated. And then, yeah. Yeah. And, nope, that's the other one. Over here. And then, because I have that still. Stuff like that. And then, yeah. I will say you don't need to include the earbud. I didn't realize that. I left that on. But, yeah. And then, yeah, I don't think you'll be able to see it from, essentially, because the whole helmet idea. So, but, yeah. Is that all you'll need? Like I said, do you want me to cut the audio, or do you think it'll be fine? Let's see. Let's see, I need to cut that down. Yeah, I will ask if it needs some bonus. Okay, that's good. Mainly because I'm gonna go get some food and stuff like that. So I will be back in regards to the stream. I really do appreciate your patience and stuff like that, and I really do hope that we can get this all done. That way we can actually have some channel art, some officially made channel art. So that'll be appreciated. Like I said, I will be back. I don't have a problem if you head out. But yeah, I really appreciate your time.
Alright, I'm back. I'm check for Ever.
Right, I have no idea if anyone's watching or not. But we'll go ahead and continue the stream. Well, again, I want to go ahead and play this, and then we'll see where we'll go from there. But yeah, I got like... It really doesn't matter when I get off tonight. But yeah, alright. Let's, again, actually get into this. Well, again, we need to go ahead and pretty much get everything we can to sell. Ooh! I actually found a geode. Well, again, we need 5,000 for the actual membership. Which, while it won't be too expensive in the long run, to make it up, again, I don't know if we'll be able to get it by the 5th day. Because if I remember correctly, the community center actually opens up on the 5th or so day. You just need to be in town by a certain point and all that. What you want, little boy? You being a sweetheart? You being... Hello? Are you doing okay? He's such a sweetheart. It's kind of fun though, playing on this, what is it, this farm and stuff like that. Because I know, I played, like, there's been so many different, like, farms and stuff like that I played that's been at this farm in particular and stuff like that. The normal farm. It's only in the last 2 I've actually bothered to change it up. And, no, last 3. Actually. Because, the last 3 were, the actual hilltop. Well, one of them, I think, was the hilltop or whatever. And then this one has been the meadows. Or the meadow one. This reminds me, we need to check in with the chickens. We can get 100 a day from them. Which is actually a decent price and all that. I will technically... Well, I mean, I won't be able to even gamble. So I think there's more than a decent shot. It's going to be an artifact, which I can just give it to the library and stuff like that. Again, I am not wanting to talk to anyone. Yeah, I knew it. It was going to be an artifact. I don't think this thing even sells for that much. Maybe like 100 or something like that. But the... Yeah, there's a cutscene for this. Not a single thing. I don't care. Oh, is the whole shtick is that's the one where if you have an actual item, he'll be like, "Oh, I appreciate it." Yeah, that's the whole thing. Archaeology. Oh, he gave me quite a bit of cash too, so that's actually pretty good. So that gets us, we'll be pretty close, to be honest. But I know my major thing is going to be if I can get a ton of fish. Skip. Again, we're going to just go over to the thing. Especially if we can get another fishing, because I know in my the co-op with Momo, we got an actual one with that, and I'll probably try to get that with this and that. I will say there's the fun aspect with the co-op that because it's multiplayer, it actually doesn't give you the ability to pause time. So there's quite a bit of time actually wasted and stuff like that. Not intentionally, and it's definitely not anywhere. Like, I don't think it's either of our faults. It's literally just that the game doesn't let you pause. And so it's a bit interesting because you kind of just lose out on a bunch of that stuff. But yeah. I will say it's so weird when you don't have, or when you're fishing at, like, it, again, a lot of this stuff feels so weird with it being at the base level and stuff like that. Like, it takes forever to get one bite. And then there's the aspect that the bar is so small. This caught me off guard so much with when I did it in the co-op. It was just like, oh my god, I forgot how small this thing was. So yeah. And then yeah, again, I think by the 5th day we should be able to get it, maybe by the 6th or so. Because that turnip stuff will be able to get us, like, pretty much there. I would hope it gets us over it, so that way I can actually spend a bit of cash on some other stuff. Because technically, again, this is supposed to be a playthrough that has possibility and all that, but I don't know. I know the major... Well, I guess technically all I'd have to do is focus on the, what is it? The most expensive to sell stuff. Because again, I don't actually need to worry all that much about what... Because all it is, this one is just running cash, and I'm only wanting to get all the community stuff. I don't really need to care about all the other stuff, because that's for the other playthroughs and stuff, or the other ones. Well, the JoJo Cola I can use for energy. It's also the aspect it's unlikely we'll catch a silver star or anything like that. They say that as I get a perfect... Oh. It's not even a thing. So yeah, get that. So these two that we'll probably be catching, so yeah. It's so interesting playing through these, again, because it's like, there's so much that, like, was not done optimally and stuff like that when I initially played, and you just feel it. Because it's like, I didn't fish for, like, ever on the first, like, few days. Till I drained all my energy or stuff like that. I just was trying to figure out what to do with the turnips and all that. River jelly. Oh, I didn't realize you could catch it this early. This is actually probably pretty expensive, to be honest. I think the problem is I'm going to end up... So, let's see. What I'll do is get that there. And then I'll probably drink the cola and then we'll fish for something else. If something ends up taking up the slot, then yeah. But if not, then yeah. Yeah, and then we do have a couple of people tuning in, so that's appreciated. God damn it. I just drank ya. Really gonna be feeling, feeding into that whole evil Joja. God, I don't know. Joja. God, that is such a weird name. Like, now that I actually think about it. Didn't realize it was called Joja. And like I said, as soon as we get it so that we don't have to actually care about this guy, at least for the stream and stuff like that. See? That's the fun part. I already have a level in fishing. And that's all from just trying to get the stuff, enough money for the stupid thing. Well, it's gonna be fun, because it's like, if I can actually get the 5K prior to that, then all of the turnip sales will go entirely into new crops and stuff like that. And again, it will actually be a lot, like, quicker and stuff like that. That was not what I wanted to do. It'll be a lot quicker and all that than trying to have to harvest all the special crops and stuff like that. And, like, again, like, they're not wrong. It is, in theory, a hell of a lot easier. But it feels so cheap. Because it's like, the game is based off the idea that you're willing to build up a community and all that. And then you basically throw it all away for a few bucks. Not even that you throw it away to receive a few bucks. You sell it. Or you literally buy it for like 500 bucks. And it's just the worst thing. It's kind of why, again, I don't like the Joja ending at all. Or the Joja route. Because it feels so heartless to do that. That all these people want the town to be better. All these people are willing to put time and effort into it. But then it just gets all thrown away. And it feels so heartless and all that. To essentially have all these people, have their lives, like, they're already on the brink of collapse and stuff like that. Our town's already at the weakest it is. The hope is that you come to town, you can liven up get people to come into town, have sales increase and stuff like that, and then you just do this stuff where it's like, you just earn 5K to go basically tell the town to screw itself. It's so evil. And it's like, I don't know. And I mean, the thought would be, well, without your intervention, this would have happened anyway. Yeah, but there's also the aspect that our intervention doesn't mean that the people don't deserve to be able to have a shot at better stuff and all that. You know what I mean? I really don't like the people who say that and stuff like that, where it's like, well, without the main character or without the party's intervention and all that, they would have been already, it's like, what was it, the NCR. It's like the NCR versus the, the Legion. The Legion have, like, they have very little in the line of quests and stuff like that, and essentially it reflects that how they're like ready to move in on stuff, that you essentially involving yourself with the Legion is only for the stuff that they would have either had to butcher or stuff like that, or just stuff that they considered too impossible for even their own legionaries or their fermentaries and stuff like that. Or it's like with the NCR and all that, they're like, yeah, we kind of need you to do basically everything. We don't have food going into this one base. We don't have supplies going into this other base. We need you to hook us up with suppliers and all that for this and that. And it does make it feel like, oh, well, they're kind of screwed, but it's also like, they have a shot. But, yeah. I will say that's going to be interesting when the show finally does the second season of Fallout. Because they did show a teaser, and it's like, I think it was for December of this year or something like that. It was something like that, where it's like crazy soon. Let me look it up real quick. Let's see. Manage stream. We have that one. Need to switch over to the actual account. And then, yeah, we got 16 followers. That's appreciated. And then, yeah, we got that. Go to their YouTube studio. Oh, yeah, that's right. We should. I really need to actually get that put down. That we have a Discord channel now. That's gonna be weird, because I've never really had... Like, I know it's been the thing that everyone's like, oh yeah, join our Discord channel, and it's just like... Oh boy, yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Anyway, Fallout, show, Season 2. And it's like, this year, yeah, December 17th of 2025. Holy cow. That's gonna be, like, insane. Because there's when it's... Well, it's gonna be the biggest thing is that there's so many people that are gonna be, like, actively tuning into it just because of the stuff or of the answers we get for New Vegas and stuff like that. There's so much unanswered questions. So the ability to finally get an answer for so much of it is gonna be like straight up and like insane. There's gonna be so many people going like just like because it's like everyone has a different headcanon for how the battle of the Hoover Dam, how the second battle of the Hoover Dam actually went down. It's like a lot of people would be like, oh, I want this side to win, I want that side to win. It's like, oh, well, I think the NCR should win. Oh, I think the Legion should win. Oh, I think yada yada should win. And I will say it's kind of insane that they were like, yeah, so, there's a Legion camp. And it's like, holy cow, there's a Legion camp? And of course, it's like, what the hell do you mean by that? If there's a Legion camp, it could technically mean that the Legion won. But there's another option where the Legion actually didn't win, and that it's only the remnants, or at least whatever was left after the whole thing. But that's going to be the question of, did Lanius survive? Did salad dressing, or sorry, Kaiser. It's alright. There's a whole thing where it's like, I don't like calling him Kaiser, because the whole shtick with Kaiser is that that's a name that he's respect. If you call Kaiser, you are respecting him via the name. But if you call him Caesar, you are disrespecting him. If you're calling him salad dressing and all that, you're massively... Yeah, $500 from fishing alone. We're already a fifth of the way there. Any crows? No, surprisingly, we're not getting any, we're not being screwed over by the crows at all. I should probably make a chest so I can clear out some stuff, since there's definitely quite a bit of stuff that doesn't need to be in my inventory. And I can just devote this entire day to just fishing. Oh, I forgot the chicken. The chickens. I mean, it won't matter too much. We won't be able to give them... Oh, that's right. I don't have chickens. I'm an idiot. That's the other farm. But it's just... It still is the same ideas. It's just... It's going to be interesting seeing what... Like, what we find out about what happened with, you know, motherfucking, Helios 1 and stuff like that. And there's just so much stuff that if we get an answer for it, it will be so, like, it essentially will break the entire, Fallout community and stuff like that. Just because we haven't had any answers and stuff like that. Yeah, I literally only need the fishing rod. I need the watering can for other days, but as far as everything's concerned, all I care about is getting my entire inventory filled to the brim with fish. And it's going to be fun because the more fishing we do, the more proficient we get at it. I mean, I don't know how big a proficiency bonus we'll get. I doubt we'll even get to like level 2 and stuff like that. But it's like... Oh, actually, wait. That's a pretty easy one to fulfill. Because all I gotta do is just find a leak. There should be a couple up to the very top. If we can get... Well, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea to pick up any of the stuff so we can just refill our thing as well. It was Robin, right, that wanted it? Yeah, Robin. Let's see... Yeah, right here. That's a forge one. Excuse me. So now we have a proficiency in foraging. Which, again, it's just going to be interesting seeing how far we can get with the stuff since I'm not... Again, it's very weird because it's like I did focus so heavy on some of these other ones. That's the leak. And then that one, Get a little bit of cash. Again, we're trying to get as much as we can in less than 5 days. And it's kind of funny, because I'm definitely not one of the guys that actively has the entire thing down of like, oh, you need to do this and that and blah, blah, blah. I'm definitely the last person that knows this game essentially by heart or stuff like that. And then... There we go. Bullhead. Just keep adding to our collection. And then we should be able to pretty much fish up until like midnight. Since we'll be able to replenish any energy we lose via the resources and stuff like that we get from here. Damn it. I will say that's the fun part about this game is it's a very chill game. Like, if you go into the mines and stuff like that, and you're trying to do all that, it gets very hectic. But it's only those parts. The fishing, the farming, the doing all this and that. It's a very calming game. Oh, fuck. I say that as I completely pull a cast before it's ready. But, like, seriously, I think the person who made Stardew... Because I think it isn't even a team. I think it's literally just one guy. They did really well with this game. Like, it's kind of one of those things where it's, like, very... Like, I don't know. There are games that I have that are very iconic to me. I know talking about the idea of the art and stuff like that. Fallout 4 in particular was very, like, a very good... Oh yeah, that was the thing. Okay, I didn't talk about it because it doesn't need to be one of the art things, but on the topic of, like, stuff that essentially the whole shtick of it, where it's like, again, the pistol dagger and the matter converter and all that. Okay, so the whole shtick is that I really like the idea of a, okay, so you have a wingsuit and stuff like that, and you have a jetpack. But the biggest issue that you're going to have is that on landing, if you're extremely heavy or stuff like that, then when you come down to land and stuff like that, you're going to completely crush stuff, and you're just going to be just a massive, you know, meteorite coming down to basically slam into the ground, causing, you know, all this fire and stuff like that. So, there's also the aspect that with a jetpack and all that, when you launch, you have to put so much thrust and all that into getting yourself off the ground and stuff like that, that you do run the risk of burning and otherwise damaging yourself and nearby things. So the shtick is that what if, because the idea is that if you push water, you will be pushed. You know, the water has enough mass in it that essentially it will push you away and stuff like that. But it's not feasible, like, at all for a good chunk of stuff. Just because water weighs so much. Like, you could essentially technically create a sort of space travel with water, but you would never be able to actually do it because of the weight problems. So in theory, water can be used as a thrust and all that, but unless you're wanting to somehow figure a way that you could essentially create a Mobius strip of water or something to that degree, where basically your own water replenishes right back into it to be a propellant again, then it's just not going to have that happen. But the idea with it was that, well, again, you don't want to burn up from landing or from taking off. So what if you're able to just basically force, so like the first stage of the jetpack and stuff like that is just water forcing itself out. So it would push you out, or it would push you up. And then when you're within a reasonable amount, distance-wise, it would switch over to the propulsion of, all of that, either if it's a jet or if it's a rocket and stuff like that. And so you go from, having it be that you waste all this thrust just trying to get off the ground. Now all the fuel is actually being used in the later portion, and that you just dumped a bunch of water on the ground. So instead of there being a massive, burn in the ground, it's like... And the water will eventually, either evaporate or, go this way or that way. But there's also the thought of, what was it? Okay, there's this, Okay, so, yeah, I know, the history tag. There's a reason why one of the tags of the Discord channel is just, motherfucking history. Okay, basically, back during Operation Desert Storm and all that, Saddam went ahead and ordered all of the oil rigs and all that to be blasted. So it caused oil fires that stretched across the entirety of the desert, Kuwait. And there was so much demand for the oil fires to be put out, not just because you're losing money every day. There was the very big issue of environment, where basically what was being put into the air could cause the equivalent of a nuclear winter and all that. So it's like they're having to fight not just for money, but also because they don't stop it, the entire world will be engulfed in a black smoke that will choke the very essence of life. And it's like, it's so... God, I really do like, because there's a lot of poetic stuff with that stuff, where it's like, yeah, the earth was being choked out by the smoke, that the entirety of, fucking, if you were on the other side of that smoke, you saw just the essence of death floating across the sky, blacking out the entire sun, and making it, or blotting out the entire sun and stuff like that. And it's just like, it's so terrifying and just also just so poetic and all that. Anyway, so the basic idea with it, though, is that it was like, yeah, we're screwed. If we don't get this done, humanity will die. Everyone will die on the planet. So, what ended up happening was everyone was like, yeah, we're not just gonna let that happen.
So everyone was like, yeah, we're going to commit a bunch of stuff. Russia sent over their firefighting crews. South America, Africa, all of Europe, and of course the U.S. and stuff like that. From around the world, even in Asia and stuff like that, they were like, send them. I don't care who the hell it is. Send the firefighters. We need to shut down this environmental disaster before we, lose the earth and all that. And it was just, it's very like. It's one of those moments where it's like the world was given a problem and the world actually responded. I think, sadly, I would say it's probably the last time there was the actual genuine essence of coming together to stop an issue. It's kind of sad that it happened in the 80s and stuff like that. There hasn't been anything really since. But anyway, just the basic idea is that it's like, they're pulling out all the stops, they're bringing in everything they have. Okay. Let's see. Yep, another bot talking about viewers and stuff like that. So basically, I don't remember who it was. It's like, it was like Czechoslovak. Who was it? God damn it, now I'm gonna have to look up Big Wind's creators. It's called Big Wind. Basically, they took, I think it was 2 MiG-21 jet engines, and took a T-34 chassis. So, let's see, Big Wind. Tank. Yeah, that one is the meanest firefighting tank you've ever saw. God, yeah, no, it's incredible. It's funny because it's like there's the most powerful fire truck in the Hungarians. It was Hungarians. You know what? I want to play this. Just the audio. I want you to hear this.
The Hungarians recycled a Russian T-34 tank to create a spectacular prototype called Big Wind. They took off the gun turret and replaced it with jet engines from MiG-21 fighter planes. Water is injected into the jet stream. Then they just open the throttles and blow the fire out.
And it's like it's a combo of the water, the exhaust and all that. There's no oxygen going into the blaze. It's like it takes other people maybe hours to days to take out this oil fire. This big old machine rolls in and it's just like, hey!
Every team in this fight
5
brings
minutes.
its own special strength. For the Kuwaitis, it is an intimate knowledge of the reservoirs beneath the sprawling Bergan
I don't think there's
complex. Petroleum engineers Asa Boyabis and Sarah Akbar started the Kuwaiti team.
It's incredible. And it's like the reason why they built this tank was actually supposed to apparently be to wash nuclear waste off of, off of their vehicles, off of their war rides and all that. So when the nukes dropped and all that...
Ez az eszköz, ami itt van mellettünk, ez a úgynevezett Big Wind, egy turboltó hajtómű, ami tulajdonképpen egy harckocsi alvázra szerelt fésével tudjuk ebből ezeken a...
But it's so incredible. It is a masterpiece of engineering and stuff like that. So the idea of using water as this propulsion and stuff like that just such a amount and stuff like that could be used, but also to be able to use it for propulsion and stuff like that. That's why. And again, it's so fun because it's like there's a reason why there's a joke of that it's history time with Tony, because I can
just go off on the most random of things. But it's so breathtaking to just have, like, there's so much stuff that's been done, and it's why I really do like to learn about history and stuff like that. It's just incredible. And it's funny because it's like, do you hear anyone else talking about Big Win? Do you hear anyone else talking about the Kuwait oil fires or anything like that? It's all stuff that people have forgotten or don't care because it's not the new trendy thing. And it's just one of those things where it's just like, I don't know, I pick up the slack because it's just, I find it incredibly cool. And it's not just that. There's like, again, I know there's the untold battle of Dog's Head, which again is such an interesting title for a thing like that, because it's like, it's, by definition, it is not untold anymore. It has been told. It has been this and that, but also no. It still is technically I don't know, it's just one of those things where it's like, by all definitions, it's no longer untold. It's been told, it's been given a name, but the name of it is the untold battle, because there is no other name for it. You can't look it up and be like, oh yes, the Battle of the Dog's Head. Yeah, everyone remembers that, because nobody does. And it's just, again, there's just a bunch of stuff with it where it's like, there's so much history and so much content that's just left behind because it's not considered to be cool or stuff like that. I don't even get me started on the stupid idioticness of erasing history because it has different names or because it has certain colors. God, this administration is... Anyway, just again, I don't... But anyway. I need you. No, that's what I was going to say. I don't think you can fill from water or from the rain, but you can fill from here, so that's good. Alright, so let's go take a nap. Well, I know, my problem is I want to do, over, or Once Human as well tonight. And I think what we'll do, because this is taking longer than I was expecting it to, there we go. We got a 2 proficiency too. 15. 1526. And we're not even entirely there yet. Is there any crows? Yep, there's a crow. So we lost one of our thing. I hope as we don't lose another one. But funny enough, I think it only take like 39. That's another thing though, getting like upgrades and seeing how long it'll take to actually get them and stuff like that. Because I actually know now what the hell to do and stuff like that. Let's see. I do hope the art and stuff like that actually comes to fruition. I know there are people who scheme and stuff like that. And I really would like to have some professionally done art for the channel. It'd be really nice. Since I know I've been using the stuff that I have been using for like ever. Alright, so we have one more day until we have to care about or until, yeah. I will check again because I think, when does it, like, was it Stardew Valley? Just do that and then go to community. Community center. Let's see, So as long as it doesn't rain on the 5th, which it said it's not, between 8 and noon. So we need to go by 8 a.m. to 1. Yeah. Which is the whole fun part. We can't do that until after. I think we have to actually wait until the 6th. Which is fun. We can get that done and all that. Still. Oh, I should probably actually put my water can. Nah, you know what? Screw it. Again, honestly, we probably are there. I don't know. Let's see. Well, what's the price of turnips? Is it parsnips? Parsnips, yeah, again. Yeah, let's see. That one. So 35. So, if we do the math, 35 multiplied by 30, let's say 38. Just in case. 13,330. That'll technically, no, we're short. Okay. So we need a little bit more. We need to technically get up to 4,000. Which, yeah, you know what? I doubt we'll be able to catch one, but because I think they're nighttime fish. And I'm pretty much fishing entirely in the middle of the morning. Well, actually, we'll see. But yeah. Ugh. What do you want, little boy? Little boy named Connor. River jelly, yeah, that's good. Shane, I am not moving. You will have to go around me. I like how Shane's like, yeah, fine, I'll just run right past you. What do you want, little boy? Well, that's the fun part with the once human stuff. I mean, I got quite a bit done, and I'll need to keep hunting down some deviants and stuff like that. But, primarily it would just be trying to get leveled up and all that. I suppose just getting resources and stuff like that. I need to build, like, more of those, like, mining platforms and stuff like that. Have some specifically devoted to which ones and all that. I think the worst bit is I wouldn't actually mind kind of redoing some of it, because now we actually got like some of the base and stuff like that, because now I got it so I can put in grow lights and all that, but I don't have any like roofing over my motherfucking garden. Then I have a full set, like a full-on garden, Because now, well, not full on. There's still quite a bit that I can expand and stuff like that. But it'd be a really good idea to get that done. Yeah, this is the main concern. It does take a while to get this done. Well, that's the fun part. We could spend some cash on some bait, but I don't want to spend any cash. I want to be able to just immediately go to JoJo Mart and be like, 5,000! Just bulldoze the community center. Just be like, oh, hey, oh, ooh, hee-ha, thank you. I'm really catching one thing. Capper! I can't use this for much, but I can sell it. I think that's gonna be the fun part, though, with the other one, is that actually, because there's so much stuff that, like, I never shipped and stuff like that. Like, I know one of the things I gotta do is actually prep by buying, like, actual multiple of, like, just, the different kinds and stuff like that. So usually I try to go for just profit and stuff like that, but I'll need to have, like, one devoted of everything. I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's just here. I mean, by the day and stuff like that, there's so much that, like, you actually get access to and stuff like that. Because it's like the 5th day, you get access to, I think, the mine, you get access to the community center. You already have fishing by then, and just there's a lot of stuff that opens up on the 5th day. But it doesn't feel like it's open at all right now, because it's just like, again, I'm just trying to get enough cash to screw over the entire town. That would be the joke, wouldn't it be? That technically, as someone who's doing the YouTube stuff, that would be what a YouTuber would do, is try to screw over a small town by paying $5,000. I don't even know if it is dollars. Like, I've always seen that the pricing and stuff like that for some of the stuff is way too expensive, and for other stuff, like, you're spending $20 on a single seed? Like, I know that there's copyright and stuff like that with actual seeds and stuff like that, but I also don't think that's what essentially these are actually retailing at. Like, maybe it's like 20 cents or $2 for like a single seed, but it's also like, how much are parsnip seeds per snip? If I were to want to go shopping for parsnip seeds, there's like 99 cents for, yeah, those ones. Otherwise, it's like the most is like $5 for a seed pack. Let's go look at the $5 one. $5 is a packet. An ounce is $10. How many seeds are in this thing? Planting, harvesting. 132 is a packet. 8,000 is an ounce, and a quarter pound is 32,000. Okay, so going off that, at a single one of these parsnip seeds would be the like packet-wise. Let's say we don't care about that one single parsnip, that what we plant is an actual packet. And it costs, on the expensive side, $5. 5 United States dollars. So, in-game it costs 20. I'm pretty sure that it's more like it costs $2, and that this should be a decimal point. So right now I have like $289, which is interesting. But spending $500 on a membership for the Joja stuff, that doesn't seem that far-fetched now, does it? Spending $5,000 on a membership, which I would assume is a lifetime membership, not a day, not a year, especially since in-game it never goes away. $5,000 for a single membership is still way too expensive. But $500 isn't. You spend like, what is it? It was $60, now it's $65 for a Costco membership. For the basic and stuff like that. For 10 years, you would be spending $600 or $650. So for this game to be, again, that it's actually $500 you're spending, then that's fair. It also, again, feels a lot more reasonable than some of the other stuff where it's like, somebody's like, take the request we just took on for, take the request that we just took on. $135 for a single fish. But $13 for a fish? That seems a bit more reasonable. But anyway, it's just, there's certain stuff that feels that's way too expensive if it's per, like, each coin is per dollar and stuff like that. Versus it feels too cheap if it is in all that. I mean, again, we're taking it's about $2 for a packet, but a packet in this game is a single seed or a couple seeds. Versus in real life, where it's 132 seeds for $5. Yeah, we already have access to. Okay, what did we get? I think that's just under. And the fun part is we actually have to wait until 9. Nope, that was exactly it. So if there's not another crow, good morning. I don't care. Oh, this one. Hi, how goes the farm? That should sum it up. Hello, evil. So, this one, I'm literally, like, I want to start up, because the joke's gonna be I'm starting up another one to actually be a community playthrough. Whereas this one is to buy the JoJo membership one. So, as far as everything's concerned, everything just sprouted. And now we can go screw over the entire town and start up our other actual one. And then we'll take this cat as well. Yes, well, no. We'll adopt this cat. We can actually name this one Crete, since it's the evil version. Okay, little Crete. Very good kitty now. Come on! It's your counterpart. It's an evil cat. It's a ginger. Yeah, JoJo's very bad. That's why we have here at Jackass Farms. We intend to do. Oh, it's so stupid. Anyway. That's just him, and then a bunch of stuff here. Yes, so there again. It's, I think I literally have to wait until the 6th to actually get, the membership. Which sucks, because that means we literally have to sleep in another day. But I'll probably just plant again like 40 things of whatever. Yeah, because we lost all of our... We lost a single, parsnip. The damn crow got to it. Ah, it's gonna be the fun... Am I gonna even have enough? Getting started. I have... I don't know. Oh, shoot! I'm way too early. I need to wait until it hits 8, but I also should probably wait until it hits 9. I guess we can just go water the field and prep it for the next stock. Like, that's the thing. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough. Like, a single silver plus the... Oh no, I did lose another parsnip. Ooh, that's not... I mean, we budgeted for a little bit over. But, no, right now we just gotta basically buy time. Or waste time. But again, it's just so funny because it's just like... We have everything set up to basically go screw over the entire town, but we are not ready. Because it's just not time yet. Now it's time. And now we get to go sell all of these, and then screw the entire town. I don't think I'm gonna have enough cash for the other one. Ooh, there's a couple of seeds and stuff like that I can do. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of dandelions I can pick up and just sell them. And then use their cash for more parsnip seeds. Go in here. And I think all I gotta do is walk over to here. And then get this done. And then, yep. And then that's done the thing there. But there's going to be the fun aspect of, again, we're intending to basically have this entire place bulldozed. I don't know, I've never seen the cutscene and stuff like that for the JoJo stuff. Again, I've never went down the route of them. It's kind of like doing the Institute run in Fallout. But it's like, with them, there's a little bit more reasoning that, hey, the world's kind of screwed up as is. Why not side with them? Or with this, it's like, you are evil. Don't have enough. I have enough for 25 of them, but I won't have what I need. Alright, so, I think, again, I have to wait until tomorrow. But maybe? Morris! I have 5,000 coins I would like to spend. Membership is now available. If anyone else joined up, he let us turn that old community center into a JoJo warehouse. Isn't that wonderful? Cost 5,000. Yes. If you become a JoJo member, the community center will become a JoJo warehouse, and you will no longer be able to refurbish it. However, we'll provide an alternative means to improving the town. Are you sure you want to join? They straight up give you a second one. They're like, excellent. Welcome to the JoJo Corporation. Come back tomorrow and we'll see about getting started on some
a development project. Oh, and don't forget your wallet. Now let me call Mayor Lewis and see about gutting that nasty old community center. You are evil. I am... what was it? Come back tomorrow and we can see about getting some community improvements started. Just make sure to bring a lot of money. God, it's so evil. And that we've done all this just... oh my god, again, just the one guy screwing over the entire town. It's so evil. And it's so fun that I finally have done this. Because it's like, I literally got the thing... I don't even know if what's gonna... Because technically, there's supposed to be a cutscene lined up where we're supposed to be like having a nightmare or dream about the Junimos and stuff like that. But now that we've done this, I don't know. It's gonna be so interesting. It also doesn't help. I have to sleep to get my other thing. Hello, evil thing called Creets. We have the good boy named Khan, and we have the evil boy named Crete. I found Khan's counterpart. Are you the evil version, or is that one the evil version? Basic fertilizer. That's good. Oh, when it rained, I didn't even know that. Evil. It's funny because when I say evil, it's actually just my guy. Evil. Yeah. What do you want? Oh, I meant, yeah. My sources tell me... Yeah, see? My sources tell me you've been poking around inside the old community center. Would you pay me a visit? My chambers are west of the Forest Lake. The stone tower may have some information concerning a rat problem. How... Dear Evil... Yeah, we don't need to worry about that rat problem anymore. I just need some wood and fiber, which we will need you, and then it was you and you. So yeah, it's so evil, and it's just like there's so much stuff that gets like completely like sidetracked because you do that, and it's just like... God, like I said, it's like playing the Institute, where it's like, you know that they're the evil side, and there's no questioning it. But to finally play as the evil, it feels so interesting. I know it's funny because when I played my Institute run on Fallout 4, I made sure that I just was like the most evilest bastard. It's kind of funny because the Fallout New Vegas playthrough that went up. I know I have one where I want to do Caesar's Legion and stuff like that. But the one with Weasel, it's like the whole shtick was he was supposed to be this bastard of a character, but it's also like, I don't know, some stuff I don't think he was a bastard for. That's just because it was me playing the character. I'd have a hard time with essentially trying to play the evil character and stuff like that. But it's just like this one where it's like, yep, we completely just played the evil character. There is no more community center. It has been completely, well, destroyed because of my own action. And it's just like, I'm literally going to be going into town. There's going to be people going like, well... I guess the town is gone, or the center is gone. It kind of sucks because there was so much like history and stuff like that. Just for it all to be wiped away, I don't know. It just feels wrong. And then Morris is gonna be like, "I don't care. Burn the place." It's like, aren't you trying to build something? Oh, yeah. Bulldoze the place and then burn it over in a fire pit. So I've never seen it though. Like, is it immediately done, or it's immediately done? So what does it look like in here? Oh God, Oh, they didn't even bulldoze the place. They just, like, threw in a bunch of crap. God, that is so... Like, it's the worst of the worst, where it's just, like, the place is still so run down, but it's like, yeah, we kind of just threw a bunch of stuff in here. Like, there's shelving, they removed, like, you get to see the empty shell of, it's not even like, oh God, especially since, like, again, especially since it's raining, you can just hear all the, they didn't even touch any of this stuff. God, this is so evil. God. Oh, the fun party was talking about how I could come in tomorrow and check in about buying community upgrades and stuff like that. So let's go check in with them. Morris, come over here. I need to speak with you. And it's past opening, so you can tell me about how evil you guys are. I've gotten the JoJo community development form right here for you, sir. Care to take a look? Yes. So I can spend. I can outright buy all these. Prepared for by Morris. God, that is so evil. You, my horrible sir, are a terrible degenerate. And that's why, again, this is Evil Jackass Farms, where we put the evil in your food. Anyway, alright. So, now that we've played 5 minutes of the evil character, yeah, we'll get back to home. We'll sleep the day away. That way I can get the stuff actually set up, and then I can switch over to an actual good person that isn't me. I did have a name. Well, I mean, it was kind of funny because I think I'm probably going to do another twig. Oh, did they owl? Oh, damn. I don't know how that rates in the luck and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure what just happened is the owl statue just got dropped on the farm. I think so, anyway. I don't see it, though. Well, if it got dropped, I don't know where the hell it is. But I'm pretty sure that's what that cutscene was the owl cutscene, the owl. Yeah, it doesn't matter too much. Alright, head to title. New one. And then again, we'll actually do someone I actually want to do. Let's see. Skin's fine. Hair is what I want to change. I always go for the afro. Go for the weird Steve one. Don't think... I think these were generally fine. No, that's right. I wanted you. Yes, Mr. Beard. And then Twig. Actually, let's do Boy Twig. And then I think
Yeah, you can change the cat. Skip intro. And then, again, I want meadow specifically for the chickens. Tons of open space, sometimes supply crates. So they don't have any, sprinklers don't work. There's plenty of good land here, but we're monsters come at night. Hilltop, make difficult to design your farm. However, a mineral deposit, a forest farm with a bounty at the nearly your doorstep. Blah blah blah. I think it was either Riverland or a Hilltop farm. Was I think the one I wanted. But again, we're gonna skip the cuts or skip the intro, and then yep. See, this is the fun part. They give you a bunch of hay, and then we actually have to check in with everyone, since, again, I'm not trying to be the evil bastard. It's me, Boy Twig. I don't know, it's funny, because it's just like, there's definitely been, like, certain characters and stuff like that, like, again, Carl Fighter and stuff like that. I know Carl Baker is a fun one, but like Carl is just an iconic name for the channel and stuff like that. Boop, 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 boop. And then, let's see. I'm cutting down a bunch of wood and stuff like that so we can get chests. And I also need to clear out some space so we can actually get some crops and stuff like that. Well, funny enough, I need to go head into town so I can buy parsnips. I'm gonna buy parsnips because they're the cheapest thing. Not to mention, they take like only a day to actually make. So, or a couple of days, or a few days over the other ones, which are like 10 days, and then you get like starting to grow at once and stuff like that. But again, that's the whole fun part. It's like I generally know what I'm doing. So there's going to be a bunch of stuff done that like I didn't do as my other characters and stuff like that. That essentially will either not do much, but may end up helping me in the long run. Or who knows. God, that entire area is just clogged. And then the chickens. So we have pumpkin and we have squash. Oh, that's a fun combo. So they'll take a couple days to grow. But when they are grown, it means that we have eggs and stuff like that coming out of them. Which means we'll get, I think it was like a solid 100 a day. So, but again, I need to not spend too much energy because again, I need energy for planting and stuff like that. It's gonna be a thing though that we need to bring in enough cash and stuff like that so that we can just consistently get money and stuff like that. Talk with everyone I see. Because like I said, the whole idea is that the other person is an antisocial person who does not want to do anything and just wants to screw over the entire town. This guy, however, on the other hand, is trying to do everything in his power to actually help the town. At 25. Which is going to be interesting. Though again, I think what we'll do is we'll do like a couple days and then we'll fucking switch over. But I think it'll be fun to actually kind of do a from scratch Stardew and stuff like that. And I won't entirely have it be all on the channel. I'll probably do some. I just have been really wanting to do it, so yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. I know with the co-op I have with Momo, we got through all 5 days without a single crow eating, but I'm pretty sure I won't have that luck here. I'm pretty sure. Well, we lost 2 entire ones with the evil character, so it doesn't help that I'm accidentally pouring water onto the wrong thing. I need to cut back those rocks and stuff like that, because I think they're actually too close and might technically be able to cause damage to the farm. There, that should give me enough space. I'm going to refill my water. And then these chickadees, as long as I make sure to actually check in on them, we can actually start getting maybe some decent growths and stuff like that. But we'll see. At the very least, I can technically just put away you. So I won't need that, but I will definitely need the scythe and all that. And then, yeah, check you, make sure we get all these guys. I like checking the, for rain and stuff like that, because that means it's especially good because, like, right now we have nothing in the way of, like, upgrades. So getting a free day where I don't have to worry about rain and all that is very good. I will say, technically, I should be looking at the, who is it? Those, the, whatever they're called, the, channel where it's like you get all the, basically, it's supposed to tell you your luck and stuff like that. And typically, there's a way you can actually count how much luck your luck is and stuff like that. Something about how it's all technically fixed, and as long as you do, what is it, less than a certain amount of steps and stuff like that. But I really don't care. I think what we'll do, though, is we'll try to cut down and carve through as much as we can. Ooh, a geode already. I don't have the cash. I mean, it's gonna be the fun part. We can pretty much do the exact same thing we did with the evil character, which is just try to harvest as much fish as we can, which definitely won't be a bad idea, but I just, again, I don't want to put too much time into that for at least tonight. That's again why I'm wanting to kind of call it at least on Stardew in a little bit. I really do appreciate those who are turning in and stuff like that. It is really nice. Alright, so we go back in with Willie. Well, they don't eat anything until like day, or when they grow into adults. The fun part with that is that we need to build a silo so we can actually gather some wheat and stuff like that by ourselves. But yeah. Yep, and then we can just skip this. Just the general idea is he tells us, hey, you know, there's like nobody fishing in town and stuff like that. It would be really nice if somebody were to take fishing back up. And that's what we just did. Let's get into the funny part. There's a lot of people here. I want to focus on a few. Let's see. So we're gonna focus on probably let's do like 5 people at a time and stuff like that. Because we can get people up to like full star and stuff like that. So I think Louis, Pierre, of course Penny, and another one would probably be. I know Linus would be a good one too. So let's see. It was Pierre, Louis, Linus, Penny, and then somebody else would probably be the best. Maybe Pam. Pam. Where's your wife? Here's Robin. Yeah, it's a fun part. All you have to do is just click and then you. I love the fact that because I named myself Boy. It's just like, boy. Hey, boy. Oh yeah, you're the new farmer. You're a boy. So it's just like, yep. There we go. I think Penny's with the fucking children over in the thing. So, I wonder if it'll trigger the cutscene with Gunther. No, again, I think you literally have to just grab stuff. Oh yeah, there's Penny. You literally have to have something to give to Gunther before he essentially has that cutscene and stuff like that. It's gonna be the fun. Well, the idea would be mainly to connect with the store folk and stuff like that. Whoever's selling and stuff like that would be a secondary. Which is kind of funny because I named Pierre as one of them, even though he really doesn't need to be a focus if it's just again. But Clint, Pierre, Willie's technically one of them, but I'm probably not going to consider him for right now. The main issue is he's so far out of the way that there's no real point in like continuously checking in with him, and then immediately gift Linus because Linus is best boy. If you say otherwise, I will fight you. Linus is best boy. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. We do. Yeah, let's just fish today away. Well, because we're also supposed to be getting our first catch. It's a carp. It's a carpe diem. I need to catch 5 fish for the first proficiency. And then once we catch them all, we don't worry. Well, right now everything I gathered needs to be sold. We need to save up and stuff like that for essentially the big purchases and stuff like that. And so far the big purchases is literally just next crop. It's gonna be the funnest bit about that, where it's just like, yeah, I need like 500 seeds of parsnip. It's like, okay, well it's gonna cost you like fucking yada yada, and it's like, god damn it, I don't have enough. And it's the whole fun aspect of, I'm not trying to speedrun it. I'm not trying to get all that done in the first year. It'd be cool to fill up the majority of it in the first year, but I think we'll just do that naturally, just because it's not that hard. Here, we'll say, I need to remember, I need to actually sell one of everything, just so it's in the shipping thing. Well, I need to sell 1 or 15 of everything, or something like that, if I remember correctly. So, any more leeks and all that? Oh, there's a horseradish. That's going to be another thing we need to collect for the gathering bundle and all that. I think the stuff resets weekly on like Monday or whatever. Yeah, pretty sure. I don't even know if I'm gonna be switching off to a different game. I think I'm just gonna be fucking going to bed. Gonna do my Duolingo and all that, but yeah. And then again, I gotta grab a couple things. Not the geode, but the coal, clay, you, and you. Just go ahead and ship all these. We'll be able to buy more clay from Marnie, or not clay, more of the wheat from Marnie. It's gonna rain, so we can screw around with fishing and all that. But again, I think I'm just going to fucking. Oh, I thought I'm 1 short. That's why I caught like way too many of the fucking stupid river jelly. Which, god damn it. God damn it. I hate that though. Weather. Yeah, that's the problem. I can't buy anything today because it's Wednesday. Our crop is all fine. We need to go check in on our chickens. Yep, they have laid eggs. This is now $100. It's another 100. So yeah, if we were to have that, but yeah, I think what I'll do, because I'm gonna be wasting the day anyway. I really do appreciate you guys for tuning in. I am so sorry that we're having to just kind of cut it here. I mean, we did keep to the stream name of just farming for subs and stuff like that. I really do appreciate all those who tuned in and stuff like that. I do hope the art stuff goes through and stuff like that, and that'd be really nice. But anyway, other than that, I'll have to get the stupid now the Discord channel and stuff like that updated to have it be in all the bios and all that. But anyway, thank you for tuning in, all the jazz. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you guys next video. Other than that, have a great day. Where's the